overnight. It's a cultural thing. Yes?
The problem is it's either this or that. There is not in the middle.
No, there is in the middle. There is in the middle.
I can't speak.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
There is in the
Let
middle.
me speak.
Yeah, go on.
Your problem is, if they drink, they become beat up wives, they become this, they become that. If they take drugs, they become drug addicts, they need to go rehabilitation and so on. So sorry, sorry to say, that doesn't make sense.
Why doesn't it make
I'll
sense?
tell you why, because everyone's person is completely...
He's a doctor. Look, if you want to ask a question about drugs and alcohol, yes, why they are bad, not only as an individual, but even society, because you have to deal with patients who are... This is Brother Imran, Dr. Imran, mashallah, one of the very knowledgeable brothers, and he has
When you smoke weed or you smoke these, whatever you want to call it,
drugs,
does it calm your stress level down? Does it have some sort of benefit?
Okay, so I'll give you.
I'm sorry. Just yes or no, if you don't mind.
It's not a yes or no.
It's not that simple, bro. Life is not black and white.
Yes or no answer. So there are some people who smoke and it just calms them down.
Yes.
There are some people who smoke and they have psychotic episodes.
Okay. So everyone's different.
So everyone's different.
Correct.
So what you don't do is you want to minimize.
Abuse it.
What you don't. You want to minimize the harm.
The risk.
You don't want to abuse it.
Minimize the risk.
So that's why sorry.
Let him answer, bro. Let him answer. You ask a question. Respect him. Let him
So
answer.
the person who's susceptible, even if they have the one, will affect them negatively, no matter how much they have. So even if they have the one. For the person who's not susceptible to the negative effects, they can have many, wouldn't affect them. Just like most people are not alcoholics, but there are alcoholics. We know that, you mentioned liver disease, I heard you mentioning that.
Yeah.
But there's the psychological impact of alcohol, depression,
Exactly.
the effects on the children, and if so,
family,
if you look at deprived families and the parents are alcoholic, has much more impact on those families. And the worst thing about this, if you look at the vast majority of all rapes, alcohol is a factor. So 60 to 70% of all rapes, alcohol is a factor. I think
Bro, he has studied this, so it's not some.
I get that, but
it's not some Tom, Dick, and Harry.
You're understanding my point different. My point is completely different to what you're saying.
If alcohol was invented today, it would be banned. But because it's a cultural thing, they keep it, and because it's a big revenue in terms of income.
Exactly, yeah.
So when you ask, going back, when you asked me about drugs and that, I said the reason the government didn't allow drugs because it's got a lot of criminal activities.
So does alcohol. Do you know that? Alcohol has got a lot of criminal activities as well.
What?
Like for example, rape. Rape is the cause of the byproduct of many of the criminal activities are because of this.
One of the effects of alcohol is
You know what a rapist does?
I'm talking.
You know,
you want to talk facts? This is facts.
Bro.
For somebody that said religion is the main point for wars.
You know, many times a rapist, listen. Many times a rapist will make his victim drunk because drugs might be difficult to find in this country. They would actually make them drunk and rape them. It's called date rapes.
So
Yes?
there's something called disinhibition.
That's different.
So
It's not different. It's a fact of life.
We have things that we know that we don't do. It's not okay to touch this person. It's not okay for him to touch me or her to touch me.
We know
When you
that,
drink
yeah.
alcohol, it disinhibits you.
Exactly.
It removes your inhibitions. So you will do things that normally you wouldn't do because of the state of the alcohol.
Means you lower your guard.
So you lower your guard.
Yes.
And then these things happen.
Listen, let me tell you something. I have a cousin of mine. When we were young, he got drunk, he got into a fight, he killed someone, and then he was in for life murder. You understand? But I can't say, because of him, everyone. But that's what you're not understanding. You think because of that reason, everyone should stop.
But wait. What is the benefit? What is the benefit?
It doesn't. Life doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Life doesn't work that way.
Just by himself, because I control myself today. And by the way, today you're talking about yourself today, because in 20 years we don't know. Okay,
you don't know nothing.
Today I'm fine with my
in
mind,
20 years,
therefore I can drink.
And you know every alcohol.
Listen. No, but something might happen in your life that affects you, and it will change your mind.
There's a book.
You can go to depression or wherever, and you have all the access of that stuff, and you're gonna say, all right, let's start.
It's basically he's an ex-Muslim. He used to be a Muslim, but then he stopped, and now I don't know, he said he believes in God, but then it can be more than one God, can be one God. But so it started with religion.
Life is easy.
It's
we
not
complicate
easy.
it.
No, bro, it's
we
not
complicate it by putting these instructions in it. But if everybody humbles himself and deals with the matter correctly, it wouldn't be a problem.
But you need to have a law. You need to have a law.
Exactly.
You need to have a system in order to follow. You cannot live like that.
Okay, there's an English law. Why do you need another law?
Yeah, but the English law doesn't stop you from drinking alcohol, does it? The English law wouldn't stop your cousin. Wait. If the English law was there, it wouldn't stop your cousin killing someone because of alcohol.
No, that was his
there you
choice.
go.
That was his choice.
But because it allowed, because the society allowed it.
Nah.
What do you mean nah? because the society made it allowed it and did not ban it.
In his particular case,
Yeah.
that happened. In another person's particular case, he became successful because of it.
Because of alcohol.
Yeah.
So unless you're in the business of alcohol, what success are you talking about?
You never know.
What, you drink and become
Gambling.
successful?
What about gambling? What about this? What
Okay,
about
now we're coming to
There's a lot
gambling.
of people that have different.
I honestly, brother, I don't know your name, right?
Yeah.
What's your name, by the way?
H.
H, yeah?
H? H for Harry?
Harry.
Okay,
It's a new name.
I'm H for Hashim.
in the 21st century, to argue about alcohol and its merits, I think is it's a ridiculous argument.
Exactly.
We
It
should
really
ban
is.
it.
Ridiculous argument.
Even gamble.
Allah says in the Quran, because the harm is greater than the benefit, we have made it forbidden for you.
What's got to do
Hold on a
with
second.
them and
Hold
me?
on a
You know,
second.
like he can't handle it. I can handle
Hold
it.
on a
Was it?
second. Hold on a second.
I told you why.
Not good enough.
If you look at the statistics today of the people who are even light drinkers, forget moderate,
Yeah, what
they
about that?
have adverse health effects on their bodies, on their minds, and you will in fact become a burden on the health service as a consequence.
Light drinkers.
Whether you like it or you don't.
How many?
Wait.
17.4 billion. Okay. Wow. Now,
17.4 billion pounds a
now
year.
the issue is this. The issue is this.
Alcohol-related problems.
To
yeah.
argue
NHS. Yeah.
that there's nothing wrong in me drinking or nothing wrong in alcohol inherently, or
I'm just saying you can't judge people.
We have enough social knowledge, social sciences, medical knowledge, catalogue data, that this argument is quite frankly ludicrous, really, brother.
What's the
Honestly.
argument, sorry?
The argument is that we should still allow alcohol in a society that has the opportunity or the ability to ban it. So in a Muslim country, if you have the opportunity, the ability to ban something
So that wasn't the argument.
that is
by the
clearly
way.
harmful,
That wasn't my argument.
No, that was actually the argument. You remember I told
My
you the
argument
things
was-
which Islam
my argument
prohibits?
was
And we brought this up?
Things has limits. He's going from nothing to everything. In a sense,
What do you mean?
people drink, they beat up their wife, they do this, they do that, they do that. I'm sorry, that's wrong.
do you
that's
think
the wrong
do you think alcohol harms a society more than it benefits it?
individual, the individual person.
I asked you a question.
In Islam, we
I
think
asked
as
you
a
a question. I asked you a
society.
question.
You don't live as an individual.
Do you think alcohol and drugs
Oh, no,
has
I'm
more
an
benefit to
individual.
humanity than is
Why
harmful?
do I live in a society? I'm
No,
an individual.
No.
You're not an
Am I
individual.
going to get judged for my deeds?
Because
Why is it
okay.
selfish? Because
Go
I'm
to
worried
an
about
island by
myself.
yourself. What are
What's
you
the-
doing here?
why-
Okay.
What are you doing in this society?
No, hold on a
Guys,
second.
Go
guys,
to an island
calm-
by yourself.
calm down, calm down. Let's calm down.
So his idea
I'm
is
selfish. I'm
okay.
selfish because I'm worried about
So
myself.
his idea is okay.
So when you go,
no, hold on, hold on.
when you go,
Brother, let him
when
on.
you
Brother,
go
one
Judgment
second.
Day,
Brother,
it's
one
not
second.
gonna speak to you.
Brother,
or
one
he's gonna
second.
speak to your
Brother,
friend.
listen.
Akhi, focus here. Focus
Yeah,
here.
guys.
What is today's society?
If the government was to say that okay, alcohol is banned because we've got a list of all these people it's affecting badly, guys, from tomorrow you cannot buy any alcohol. But H hasn't done anything wrong. H, you are still permitted to buy alcohol, and M, you are still permitted to buy alcohol.
It's impractical.
Can a society function like this?
It's impractical, you know that.
Well, that's why if you go over limits, you get
Islam-
arrested and you get drunken disorder,
Listen.
you get punished.
Okay.
You go to court,
Yes.
and then if you do it again,
Yeah.
you get prison.
Can a society,
So that's the society
can a
of it.
society be governed like this? Can you truly
Yeah.
have protection in a society like this?
We are doing it right now.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
Because you're still permitted to buy alcohol even if you do a crime.
Yeah, but if I get caught for it, my punishment is severe. And if I carry it on,
but
it
you
might
can
go
still
severe
drink.
and severe.
But you can still drink, though,
There's
can't
nothing wrong with drinking.
you? My point to
Nothing
you,
wrong.
You keep
Nothing
switching the
wrong
argument.
Yes, he do. He does it all the time.
What's the
Since
argument?
the beginning of this conversation,
You just keep
You know what you need to realize.
You don't
Listen,
see
listen.
it.
What you need to realize is this. Look, do you consider alcohol bad or good?
Neither.
Neither. So you're saying
to
that.
the person.
Listen to me. Do you know those people who have had issues with alcohol? They are called alcoholics. Yes. At one point, they also said, like you, that I can control my drinking. Yes, they all, trust me, they all have said at one point. But because, brother, like Dr. Imran told you, that it lowers the inhibition. That means your guard is now lower. Now you're not thinking straight like the way you would be when you are sober. And that's the reason they say don't drink and drive. Because when you're driving, it impacts your thinking.
I know.
No, hear me out.
I know there's a lot.
Hear me out. What I'm saying is that once you start drinking, there might come a point when you don't realize what is enough, when you should stop, And wait, there might come a point like this. That is the reason many people get drunk and many people even get pregnant because of that.
you know,
and then they have to abort the child.
can I say
You see the
something?
consequence?
So many
Sorry.
bad stuff
Can
comes
I say
from
something?
You see the consequence of that?
If you look at it and you look at statistics and numbers or whatever you say, and you're a researcher of so and so, what age group does this happen in?
What age group? What do you mean?
So there are two main peaks as far as I'm aware.
Age group.
So I'm telling you, so there's two main peaks as far as I'm aware. So in probably the 15 to 30-year-olds, I'm talking about men here, not women, and then you have a later peak from about 50 onwards in older age. Amongst the women, it's different. I can't remember the one for the women.
But in general.
But it's young men mainly.
So the problem
And then
is here.
elderly people.
The problem is here. These people who's getting drunk and getting pregnant and this and that, it's an age group. Like this happening
Your
today.
group, your group.
No, wait. I want to hear this.
That's your group.
Let him finish.
Now the
with what
selfishness one
I
time.
want to hear the
Now the society.
conclusion for
First
them.
of all, alright, so it's the age group. This age group is
Okay.
dangerous.
Two
Even
age groups.
Two age groups.
Yeah, but there's a huge group. It's a huge, what do you say?
This age
You're
group.
talking about millions of people.
I call for this age group.
No, let him
I can't
finish.
say there's a problem.
My friend, that's a huge,
Okay.
it's millions of people they're talking about here. Millions. Not a small minority.
Look, the problem is, even today there's a lot of knife crime.
And
There's a lot of knife crime going on, this and that and that. What age group is this knife crime? It's the age of from let's just say numbers, from 15 to 25. And then they grow out of it and they know how to handle themselves. And they don't get in trouble as much. These people who's getting drunk and doing these things are usually from this age group, from 15 to, as you said, I agree with you, 30 and under. Above that, this person becomes individual. He knows how to be responsible on his own action. But this age group, let me just finish. This age group is a dangerous age period. We've all been there when we were 15, where we're getting in trouble, where we're getting...
but you're focusing only on the crime now. You're not focusing on the health now. Have you realized that? You're not focusing on the health now. You're focusing only on the crime.
The next 10 years too, from
And-
30 to
and-
40.
sorry,
Sorry, Imran, Dr. Imran, go on.
I just want to say,
And the same thing goes with smoking or whatever it is. That age group.
Yeah, hear him out, hear him
so
out.
let's just take both examples of smoking or alcohol. When you're drinking and it's affecting your life in a significant way, which we're talking about this group.
By the way, I don't even drink.
No, I'm not saying you would. I'm just saying. What happens, actually, this impacts the rest of your life as well. You don't do so successful at school. The job
can't
that
say
you
that.
You definitely
You
don't.
can't say
Statistically
that.
shown.
I'm sorry you
It's
can't say
shown,
that.
it's shown.
Because the
Hear
individual...
him out. He's giving you stats.
I know, that's stats.
You
But
know
the
some really
individual,
good
the
individuals who drink, they
the
do
individual
drugs and
reacts
they-
different to certain
So
things.
what we're doing here is,
So-
we're not looking at one person.
There's people, sorry, there's a lot of people, like you want to say, geniuses, they smoke and they come up with brilliant ideas.
Brother, I agree with you.
So if he agrees with me, why are you saying otherwise?
A drug addict can come with brilliant ideas, so what?
Society, not as an
Someone's
individual.
like this person who smoked and came up with a wicked idea or brilliant idea, he was okay.
Brother, you can't take the
No, we are not saying, we are saying nip it in the bud.
So what I'm
We've
saying
told you
is-
that since the
no,
beginning.
So what I'm saying is every individual is different. The problem is
One every 10
bringing,
million you're
you're
talking
bringing.
about.
No, I'm just talking from the age. To be honest, from the age of 15 to 25, it's a really that age group, that 10-year
But it
gap.
affects
That
the
10-year
rest of your life. It doesn't matter.
You can't take the exception and make it
If
the
you
rule.
survive that,
This
if
is
you
what you're
survive that, you'll be alright. So enjoying that.
Yeah, Dr. Imran, he has to say
We're
something.
saying
Yeah,
that
sorry.
you can't take the exception, those who do well despite this, and make it the general rule. Generally, if you look at people in the society, it affects them very badly. At 18 to 25, GCSEs, A-levels, if you're going to start an apprenticeship, these are the times when you're making your life. These are the times when you're going to be
It's the prime of your life.
prime of your life.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
light drinkers or the heavy drinkers?
Any of
Or the
them.
light smokers or the heavy
So I
smokers?
see
We don't
people
discriminate.
who in their 40s who stop smoking in their 30s who coming to me with lung damage. They're getting coughing at night time and they're getting coughing.
I hear you, Dr. Amram.
So
But what I'm saying
that
is,
means
what I'm
is
saying
that
is,
has an impact.
my point is, individually is different. If you want to talk about society, this is wrong, this is right, this is this. Everyone should.
But individuals make the society. You don't realize that.
Everyone should go gym once a day. That should be a must because it's good for society. But we don't do that because we choose our own whatever we
No,
want.
you're talking about a
You wanna go
different.
gym,
You're
you wanna-
talking about a different thing.
One second.
One is about forcing
Hold on.
someone to do something. Another is
But
basically
society,
taking
you're
away.
saying- You're saying society.
the bad and the evil from
The best thing of health is going gym. Society, like you choose to go to that. You choose to want to go gym or not to go gym. It's entirely up to you. The person who wants to drink or the person who wants to smoke, maybe he becomes more relaxed. Maybe he becomes better function. Maybe so on. It's individual. We cannot say one is everyone. You understand? Like I just said to you,
No,
my
but
cousin,
1 + 1
my
makes
cousin,
2, and
my,
then 4, and then 10.
I just told you, my cousin had an incident, whatever, 15 years ago. He goes, but I can't say, oh, because of that reason, everyone should stop it. That doesn't. That
Okay, what is the
doesn't make
benefit?
sense.
What is the benefit, do you think?
Enjoyment.
Okay, can you get
Enjoyment.
can you
You
get
never know.
enjoyment other ways?
You can.
So why would you harm your body in order to get an
Always
enjoyment? If you can do it
harming.
without
No,
harming your body.
you're
It
getting-
is harming your body, no one has a doubt about that.
You're getting-
Only you're the one who's saying you don't have it.
I'm saying do things in proportion and limit.
Okay, does it harm your body even in small small quantity?
Does it harm? Does it harm your body?
Yeah, go on.
What, in small portion?
Even
So
small.
you telling me?
And this was a recent research.
telling you that.
Yeah, okay. I just want to know.
Actually, there's a recent research on
A
it.
person who goes out once a month, goes out for a little drink,
Once
a
a
little
month.
glass of wine, a little that has a laugh, it harms his body.
So
I think it's good for his body.
Hear him out. If you ask a question, hear him out.
If you're talking about someone who hardly ever drinks, then that doesn't really. That's not the example we're talking about.
I am talking. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
So
I'm saying do
someone who
things.
has-
I'm saying do things in proportion.
So you're saying
That's
one,
all I'm
So
saying.
you're saying people should be allowed one glass of wine every month.
Once a month, the person can handle
the-
proportion.
Are you saying that people should be allowed one glass of wine every month?
Up to them, depending on
So this
upon
is
them.
the problem we have. The thing that you're sort of not understanding is when we if you want to
Up
live
to
in a
the person
society,
again.
if you want to live in a society, the laws are there to protect the society. That means you look at the people who are the weakest and you bring the laws for them, not for the strongest. So if
See, this is where the problem is.
You're not honest to your
So,
nature,
because you're
human.
protecting
You're
the
not a
weakest in the
machine.
This is the problem is. The problem in a way, I'm sorry to say, like in a way, religion,
That's not
all of religion,
secular society. I'm
yeah,
talking
all
about.
religion
Secular
is
society.
majority for the poor, for the weak,
Alhamdulillah.
for the for them.
Read the title here. This is from the CNN. Read the title.
I get that.
Read it aloud.
I don't need to read it. I get it. I
It
know
says here, no amount of alcohol is good for you, for your overall health.
But he just said
Global
it's okay.
study says.
It's okay.
He said once a month is okay. It's like
One
it
glass
doesn't
of
harm the
wine
body.
once a month.
Does it harm the body?
Even a small amount does, but if that's what you're drinking, I'm not too worried.
Listen to this.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen to this. It's nothing to do with
Why
crime.
don't they stop
Bro,
smoking?
bro.
Why smoking?
Even that is bad for us. Listen,
See what I'm saying?
we Muslims, we
Why
nip it in the
about
butt.
smoking? Cigarettes.
It's bad.
But why is
bad for your
why is that allowed?
Bro, listen to this.
Why is that allowed?
It's not allowed.
Why it's up to the government why
So
it's allowing
drugs.
that?
So why?
By the way,
is
it's not a
drugs
Muslim
allowed?
country. Why are you saying it's allowed or not
One
allowed?
second.
It's not a Muslim
Because
country.
when he
You talk
asked me
about the
when-
faith,
when he
I'm
asked
gonna
me
tell you why
earlier,
not.
when he asked me earlier, why is drugs not allowed? Why is smoking cigarettes allowed?
It's not allowed.
It's not allowed. Why is it allowed?
In
I
government,
never asked
like-
you
Oh,
why.
you're talking about government.
Yeah,
I thought you're saying Islam. In Islam,
Tax and revenue.
it's not something that anything that harms your body is
So
it's not
in
allowed.
Islam's haram as well.
In fact,
course.
in fact, not only smoking, even the fatty food you eat, Islam doesn't tell you, sorry, prohibits you from harming your body in any way. So even the fatty food we shouldn't be having.
This is a amana from God.
Apparently.
Listen to this. It says here alcohol was responsible
You're not from Italy.
for nearly 3 million
Where you
deaths in
originally from?
I was
2016.
born and raised in Italy.
But you're
Mom
Arabic.
from Morocco
Yeah.
and dad from Afghanistan.
So I think we should talk about, he was earlier saying that it is religion which causes the war, religions have these problems everywhere. I think it's all from his personal experience. He's trying to juxtapose on religions now in a way. So maybe,
I came here to ask you a question furthermore, yeah, about a hadith.
you still didn't ask me that all this
Nah,
time.
it just got drifted
you
away.
really
Yeah?
catch him at the beginning when you said to him,
What?
you've got some hate, you've got
I
some
don't have any
answers,
hate.
you've got some
Wallah,
questions.
I don't have any hate. I don't have
said
any
wallah.
hate.
No, but let
say
me tell you
wallah,
something.
Adi
You know,
said
I've been
wallah.
here
Adi.
2 hours
Yes,
standing and
yeah.
listening
Yeah.
to
Yes.
you.
It's nice. It's been nice.
You're not sure about the way you choose.
Yeah, exactly.
About what?
Therefore, he's
I'm
here.
very
The way,
sure.
He's
no,
here,
you're not
therefore
sure.
he's here.
I'm not sure how
You
to
change the
answer you.
goalpost every
No,
time.
but you're
yeah,
not
you
sure
see-
about the way that you choose, which is
what?
life, experience, and all that stuff.
No, to me,
Yeah, I think we should go to prayer now. It's Maghrib time, isn't it?
Live life, be happy.
Yeah, it's 8:50.
Take it easy.
Brother, it's
We
time for
make a-
Maghrib. I think we should end it
Okay.
here.
Bro, inshallah, I'll see you next time.
Inshallah, I'll see you as a Muslim next time.
Inshallah, whatever way.
Bro, trust me, look, Islam at the end of the day is
will,
it's
inshallah,
what you
come
should look
back.
into.
He
You know
will,
why?
inshallah.
Because look, listen,
It's not a
listen.
matter of me getting confused or whatever.
Bro,
No,
bro,
I'm just being
listen,
easy
one
with
last
you
thing
lot.
before you-
I don't care about none of this. Like,
Okay.
I think it's easy.
You
I
know,
think
you
it's
said you have no
simple.
proof about the life after death and all that.
No one has.
Let's use this.
No one has.
Let's use this simple test here. Okay? Imagine if what you say is true, that after you die there is no life after death, there is no God, nothing.
I didn't
Yes?
say that.
No, I said, let's say
I didn't say that. I
okay.
didn't say
Let's say there's no life after that.
No,
Yes?
there has to be a life after death.
Wallahi, man, this guy.
That's why it doesn't make sense.
Well, why doesn't it make sense?
He just said, who has a proof?
Can I speak?
Yeah, go on.
Simple. Everything in life has a purpose.
Okay.
From this has a purpose, to this, to that, anything, whatever you want to name it, has a purpose.
Okay.
So logically, life doesn't have a purpose. That doesn't make sense.
So what's your purpose?
So
What's your purpose?
living, live life. Worry
Like
about
animals.
living.
It's not a purpose.
Animals.
Remember we said animals want to live, you want to live.
No,
What's the difference?
but
The problem is you're comparing it to animal, but animal is a very low standard. Animal doesn't do what we do.
You are
You
more.
understand?
They want to
We're
live,
not
that's the
animals.
important thing.
More
We're
than
not
what you're
animals.
saying. You don't just leave.
Okay,
Because if I follow your logic, as I told you before, I should be around sleeping with as many girls I want, killing, whatever,
Where did he
because
get this from? Why are you
say
going to the extremists?
Yeah.
All I said from the
He did.
start. No, I never said this.
He likes to talk just about the law.
No.
He said freedom and he didn't know meaning of freedom.
I said
You don't want a freedom. This is the freedom.
What? Going having sex with
Do
everyone?
whatever you want.
Is that freedom? Have sex
do
with
whatever
everyone,
you
do whatever you want. Do it. That's freedom.
that-
That's some messed up freedom.
To many people, that is freedom.
That's
Yes,
messed
that's
up.
To many
freedom.
people, that
That's why
is.
it doesn't
Maybe it's
get
messed up for you.
killing,
No.
To many people, it
killing,
is.
I said
raping,
limit.
Okay, anyway, listen, I want to make an important point before we go. The important point is this. Imagine if there was no life after death. Imagine, just imagine. Yes?
But I can't because I don't ever
But you,
believe that.
so you actually believe there is a life after death?
There's a life
What do you think will happen to you in that life after death?
Allahu A'lam.
No, but you don't follow, you don't believe in Allah. You don't believe in Allah.
There are two gods.
Subhanallah.
What's Allah? What does Allah? What did I say? Translate in Arabic. You're so smart. Translate in Arabic.
You said-
Allahu A'lam. What
Yeah.
does that mean?
God knows.
That's it. What's the problem with that? Does that mean I'm a Muslim now because I said that?
No, you don't.
No, because of that. Because you said there are two or three or four.
Allahu
Okay,
A'lam.
I know. He said God, okay, God knows, okay, because...
God is and He knows
No,
everything. Yeah.
but when you say life after
Allahu
death,
A'lam.
wait. What do you know about life after death that is going to be there?
Yes,
What is? How do you know that?
It's not going to be heaven and hell. Because
Doesn't matter. So what is life after death to you? What does it mean?
Another life.
Meaning what?
Another life.
No, elaborate on that.
Can you comprehend heaven? Can you imagine?
We have been
yourself in heaven?
given.
Do you know how it goes?
Allow me to answer if you ask.
Go on.
We have been given certain information about what heaven will be like and what hell will be like. Now, where is your information? What afterlife is like?
Your
Where is your information?
information.
Because remember earlier he said, "It's my life experience. I know." But you don't have a life after death experience, do you?
I told you. No.
Do you have a life after death experience?
You keep saying that. But I said from the beginning, from
What?
the get-go, what did I say?
What did
I
you
said
say?
everything in life, in this life, has
Yes.
a purpose.
What's that got to do with life after death?
So of course,
What is that?
life,
Yes.
our life has a purpose. Whether if it's going to be another life, in a different country, in a different world, in a different this,
Country.
I don't know.
So you're saying
take a plane
you're saying when you breathe your last.
You're taking
Listen,
it very
listen.
personal. When I say country, I'm just giving.
Okay,
an
let's not
example.
confuse the matter.
Yeah.
Are you?
Another word.
Are you-
I have to be very specific for you because everything I
but
say
to make
doesn't make
sense,
sense to you.
how can I
Okay.
understand?
He means the next world. Okay.
It's very
Okay.
easy. It's
Listen.
very easy to
Okay.
understand.
Okay. So you're saying when you breathe your last, yes, you are going to be resurrected again.
Another life. Not heaven and hell. I don't
Just
agree.
answer. I
don't
didn't
agree
mention
in
heaven and hell. Will you be resurrected again?
Yes, it will be another life.
And are you certain about that?
Yes.
From how are you certain? You haven't experienced it. You don't believe in any books, any religious books.
One second.
Wait. You don't believe in religious books. You haven't experienced
You
it.
haven't experienced.
No, I have a religious books, unlike you. So I have my
Religious
sources.
books, yeah.
What is your source of a life after death?
So your only difference to mine.
Can you please answer the question instead of
Is that
asking-
how I'm answering it?
no? But don't ask a counter question. Just answer my question.
point for him,
So
really
one
good.
second, you want me to answer
Remember
by one
that,
word?
inshallah.
You want me to answer by one
No,
word?
no, I never said one
So
word.
let me answer.
Go on, answer.
So the only difference between me and you haven't experienced it, but you have a book.
Yes.
That's the only difference between me and you.
Yes.
You have a book.
Yes.
And that book tells you heaven and hell.
Yes.
Okay. And what do we know from heaven and hell?
I knew it's going to be counter question. Can you please answer my question?
I answered it.
You asked me one question already.
I told you.
Now answer my question. How do you know about the afterlife if you haven't experienced it and you don't have a source telling you about it?
Okay, because again, going
Again.
back to the first thing, what did I say? Everything in life has a purpose.
What's that got to do with afterlife?
So when our life has a purpose,
Yeah.
so when you die, there must be a purpose.
I didn't ask your purpose of the death.
Is that logical?
No. I didn't ask your purpose of death. It's not logical. I didn't ask purpose of your death.
That's not
You
logical.
know the purpose of your life. What is the purpose
I have
of your
a
death?
point for
One
you.
second. Did you understand that? Did you understand what I just said?
I think it's very
Everything in
logical.
life this thing has a purpose.
Yeah.
Our life must have a purpose.
Okay.
Yeah?
Actually, give an example of this.
So when we die, there must be a
There
purpose.
is another purpose.
Uh-huh.
And then again,
That's it.
another purpose.
And
then,
So when does the purpose
It
stop?
doesn't
Stop.
make sense, my friend.
why doesn't that make sense?
So my purpose,
So your purpose
is
your
live, yeah?
Your purpose is heaven and hell.
Wait, I'm gonna
Is that your
respond
purpose?
for you.
Is
Wait
that your
a second.
purpose?
No,
Wait a second.
What's your purpose?
Okay, you still haven't answered my question.
I
How
have-
do you know? That's the question. How do you know?
Do you want me to repeat it again?
No, you said it was a
Okay.
purpose of
I
life,
told you.
but not about. You never mentioned anything about death.
Okay, you see where it is, yeah?
You said it was a. Listen, you said this has a purpose, right?
Everything has a
Let me
purpose.
ask you this: if this is broken, does the purpose remain? That means if this dies, does it remain?
Okay, can I answer to you
What do you
about
mean?
something? You
Yeah,
know why
good-
I
good
believe
example,
there is
yeah.
heaven and hell?
Imagine a pen. Okay, more simple example. You have a pen. What is the purpose of the pen?
Right.
To write. If it doesn't have ink or the carbon, was it the? Is
It's
it
finished.
if it doesn't have ink in it,
Khalas.
it's finished.
It's done.
What happens to the purpose of the pen? Does it end or does it
Can
continue?
refill it. I
Of
don't
course
know.
you can refill it, but I'm saying at that point, when the ink has finished, has the purpose of the pen ended?
I thought you can refill it if you want, no?
I'm going to talk about the refill.
Okay, then throw it in the bin.
Good. So the
You can
purpose.
either refill it
Wait,
or
wait.
throw it
Now
in
the
the bin.
purpose has ended, and now you threw it in the bin, but you could have refilled it.
Yes.
Similarly, that's the reason I asked you: will you be resurrected? Will you come back to life after you die?
This life?
Any life?
The next week.
Yes.
okay.
Where is the evidence for that?
Again, everything in life has a purpose.
Khalas, yalla, forget
Khalas,
it. If it's illogical for you, then it's
logical, it's
okay.
logical.
What is the point you want to make?
Okay, one
So
sec,
you,
one sec,
wait. You
because
believe
he
in
said something.
afterlife.
One
Wait a
sec.
second.
I don't think he understood the logic. He
Anas,
doesn't.
one second, yeah? One second. I understood it very well.
I don't think you did.
You said that. So what's your purpose? Heaven and hell.
My purpose is
It's
to.
heaven and hell.
Well, are you answering for me?
I'm just
Then don't ask.
clarifying. Okay, go on. Tell
Okay?
me, tell
My
me.
purpose, Allah says in the Quran, وَمَا خَلَقْتَ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسِ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. My purpose is the worship of Allah, not heaven and hell. By submitting to Allah, I will get as a reward the heaven. Yes.
So the
By
purpose is heaven.
disobedience, by not submitting to Allah, I will
ahead.
get hellfire. Now that is clear to you. Now you tell me, where is the logic in you dying and then you resurrecting without any evidence for you? As far as you're concerned, you haven't experienced it.
Yeah,
So where is the evidence that you'll come back to life to have a purpose again?
Look, I have a really good
Wait, let him
Can I-
answer.
can I
Yeah,
answer?
go on, answer.
The only difference between me and you here is a book.
Which is huge.
You haven't experienced
huge.
and logic too.
logic. This is logic.
No, between.
This is exactly
between you
logic.
and
I don't
me.
think it's logical
No,
for dead
I'm
people to
gonna
come
tell
back
you
to
I
life.
don't know whether
Can I
people
tell
are
you
not.
why? Can I
Unless
tell
you
why?
believe
I've been keeping this
in
word
Allah,
for 5
in-
years.
in
Sorry,
Quran.
go on, say
Okay.
it, Anis. Sorry.
So you believe
In religion,
Let's
yeah.
say for sake, you believe in afterlife. Yeah, me and you, we believe in afterlife, but
Yeah.
you don't believe in heaven and hell. Yeah.
No.
So basically, you believe that somebody that been living on this earth and making evil, killing a lot of people, they're gonna go in the same place that you're gonna go. Yeah. You
didn't
see,
say
I
that.
believe in
I didn't
heaven
say
and hell,
that.
not
I didn't
because
say
of
that.
the-
He's
not
asking
because
you.
of the good.
But I
we
didn't
can-
say that anyway.
Wait,
I didn't say
wait.
they're gonna go same place.
Not just because of the good we can do, but also
I-
because of the
difference
evil
is-
there is on
sorry,
this
the
earth.
difference is my imagination and my mind cannot comprehend what happens after
No,
that.
but you're saying
So
we're going
I'm
all
But
being
you said you were
realistic.
certain.
No, but you
I
saying
am.
we
You said you were
all-
certain. Now you're saying you can't
I'm
comprehend.
saying we
One
all
second.
going
Double
in the
talk.
same place.
Where's the
which
double
is
talk?
wrong
The double talk is,
fundamentally.
you
one
said
second,
you
one
cannot comprehend it.
What
The
happens
life after that.
which is heaven and
Oh,
hell.
no.
according to
Why
you.
are you saying life after that is just heaven and hell?
'Cause that's what you
What about the
believe.
barzakh?
That's what you believe.
Do you know what's the barzakh?
What's a barzakh?
The barzakh is before you go to heaven and hell.
What happens there?
Okay, it's an interim place you go to.
Yeah, in the middle. What
Yeah,
happens?
it's an interim place. So the heaven and hell, go to heaven and hell after the day of judgment. But before that, you got the barzakh. So
But
it's
the
like,
purpose, you go heaven and hell.
no, it's not. I told you the purpose already. Do you want me to repeat again?
Yeah, repeat it.
Okay, the purpose is submission to Allah.
For what?
Yes? For what? Okay, when you submit to Allah, your reward. Brother, when you submit to Allah, your reward will be the heaven. When you are disobedient to Allah, then your basically your end will be in hellfire.
So the
But then this
purpose
is
heaven and hell.
no, that's not. I told you already.
That's not the purpose.
The purpose has always been the submission to
The
Allah.
purpose of religion, it gives you answers of what happens after life. Heaven and hell.
Ah, so he's religious man then.
I told you I know this. This is
you
basic.
So you said, so you're a religious man all this time.
Did I say I believe in that?
Subhanallah. He's contradicting himself all the time, this guy.
Yeah,
Okay, anyway.
Wallahi, you said it.
I think, yeah, we should pack up
You
now.
said it.
What did I
That
do?
you believe in afterlife.
Yeah, Habib, thank you so much, Imran.
So all this time you were basically kicking religion and you end up being a religious man.
What did I just say now?
The
What
last
did I
10
just say
minutes
now
you've
that
been
you know?
I think you should go home and watch the
Afterlife.
video.
One sec, one sec.
Anyway, we have to go for Maghrib.
Habibi,
But
enjoy
thanks for your
prayer.
time. H, Mr.
Inshallah,
H.
Habibi, enjoy.
Take care, yes.